pre awa abrabom na ne said ya ne ante guess ho nti na boa me na mama duro na me fa nyimi kunu ntina ho obi ba o
yai me ukunu pemma na oba me ho na wo ba me ho se me nye bibi na ukunu no na ni mra fi a me ye kese ma na pemma kese oh yes enem ma bibiri mu ade oh yes unim emma betimi aka asem se wandwene ma wadwene mu anye du se be ma obepira oba no ni amadi ye mema no wa memo musu wodan mu no nyasem ketwa
na obi atro ne story meje me ho aka ne tentem anet mesrew fatu aye tv ni so na amafo ne menkan ne ehwe se aye sunsum bi ene wura saa mpakro no emu ana ebia what story no senatia now saa story otro ede bre your producer Kwakunti also Kwaku, I want to share something with you briefly on how my marriage of 3 years ended. I told my husband I didn't want to have sex one night. I don't remember why, but I just didn't want it. He started yelling and chased me into the kitchen. I was trapped. I couldn't go anywhere again. He slapped my face thrice, kicked my abdomen, and spit. She meant spat into my face. I sat still, frozen. I thought he was going to leave me. But he stood there yelling at me. I was crying. I tried to explain myself, but he slapped me again and then. I realized he wasn't going to stop, so I bolted past him. I ran, but he caught me. He threw me to the floor and dragged me by the hair back to the kitchen. I remained quiet. I didn't want to wake our baby. It was past 1 a.m. that morning. My husband put his hands around my neck and began to choke me. That was it for me. I really thought I was going to die. I looked into his face. I saw fury. I thought, if I die, who will raise my sweet baby? I asked myself. I asked myself so many questions. I'm glad he didn't kill me. He left me on the floor and went to the bedroom. After some time, he came out and left the house. I quickly packed a small bag, grabbed my son, and left the house. I could have gone to the bank, but it was late, so I called my friend and she wired me some money. I spent that night in a guest house, and the next morning I left Accra. I left my beautiful house, my lifestyle, my dream man, my marriage, and what people would or wouldn't say. I walked into freedom, safety, and security.
Menana eto anansi sembi chire se asantini bi firi asantemamu ko mu tete no so na twi asemo yade enti okan kasa no asase ba mu mantisi ba mu enti asantini ni se ni awakan nyina ni otim twi pa so na wabo amane na kire because akɔhye o mu nwura sese o mo ya amambra nsa o ma hye nwura no enti obo amane ma man na te se die enti na ma otimi hye nwura no ɛna man no ɛkyerɛkyerɛ ne nsɛm enti man no ka kyerɛ man ze ni awakan nyina mantisi no mate ɛna the friend saying assemble akoso ote enti ni awakan matibi ba ni academy what is it me gidi say ye twi program enti ya ma dane na baka ka mo na mo akɔ school ma men ka assemble me ye kasa assemble si mitrim ebitimi ba ye ho se nana ye pese me ne me yere jai nti ye bibi ma me na me ne me yere no nya den enjai ebi so si opese oba no eba ne nkyɛn ana be ma no etena wono nkwa ne ho oba se be ma fa wachi na se okopem mampa oba ye moye nsam ndi nachi mesi sikani bia ni ho a sebi ne yere obekwa kopem ma obeba fia ne yere ebebo ne nsa di nachi asikani no so ebubefu opegya ne nsa obon say osande why baby sorry o so ni mu ba nyani ewurade
ana me da se sa story as na bigina ede ama Counsellor Lutterodt akwaba biom obenka se
beba
yankomo atwitwa no pay de what bebre so ba wanim obey dia mekenkan ye say ni ade. The lady finally says she ran to freedom, she ran to security, she ran to safety. Any idea?
Me da say me nkoso enchia na ma akwa abanso me enchia ahwefo ni eti fo mo mo hwe radio nyina sisi a radio ehwe
see ehwe
those of you watching radio we greet you this morning baby I do entina na ya won so no say people are not trained journalists. Me say you people are not correct. Who is a trained journalist? There's no trained journalist in this whole world. Once you can read and write a story, you are a journalist. And Munjai train.
But we want to
you want it here.
Our ethics.
The first person who won the best journalist in this country, was he a journalist? That me person mutia. Once say mu tumi nya mo adwuma na na mo be say ade. Mu hia. Munjai tete na mo kana sem no. Munjai tete na mo kana mo ka sem no. Tio, me fa happy birthday kase nkoma enra Prophet Dr. Bedu Kobi. And one day, birthday, my man, belated happy birthday, you. That's amen. You're a very good man. And let him grow to die as a good man at the right time when God calls him. I'm saying, come on, you're doing Utiede and Akaya, or can't back, no, somebody repeat here. The problem of spousal killing, and now, obeying to be maintaining the buffalo, yet to me and settle in one conversation. The crowd said, I think from October, and I'm starting to say, there is so much anger. And to be a follow me, be always say, me anger therapy, me treaty anger, because we have not been able to manage our anger.
Say also a buffo and
yen to me so ano.
So one casa also
yen to me so ano. As I ought to me because I say, do you know when you are angry? And when you are angry, what do you do? You can't tell me, yeah, when I'm angry, I do this. No. Most of you, when you are even angry. And there are times that ejuma radio, TV, is a job of insanement. One of the mental deficiencies programs. Yaji ejuma because you was CI. John saw the uncle. You are supposed to suppress yourself with a talk back. TV for your worse. So there's a talk back in your ear. People think you are brilliant, but you're not. The director can do a research and tell you what to say. Ask me a question because it's a talk back in your ear.
Yeah.
So when you get out of the show and people assume, say, you are a certain kind of person, they put some questions before you, and at the end of the day, you look stupid in front of them. So you create a particular image. Nigeria for about why I know more Jimmy some anything I make couple of 4 stations. And I would not change because you see, the majority of the abuse, it comes from that angle. And the Pemudi I shall want come on. So people want license to be able to live here without permit. In Jomo Wari and buy you send Crani Bar near Fran Chalet Ubanju, Asantini Bar, Quatin Ubanju. Now, it's catchy no penny a Jawan. No, I said, wife said, explain to me what they are saying. So at times you want to mix, and you have mix some because it's a cosmopolitan radio stations and
TV station
and TV station as well. The embassy me share the example na me ba ni very simple say. Abrabo na yebo any agro na yedi ebufuo ene di kan. Number 2, yen edinsifo empanyifo asori empanyifo asofo are part of the spousal killings and murder that is going on. Marriage is not forever. Openyi kan asem no se mutimi ya obi o pese awade de pe no ye. Awade de no ye. Marriage is not forever. And that why do you tie me to me? I'm not for my wife alone. And I don't even think we'll marry forever.
Is that so?
Marriage is not forever.
God has put together.
My marriage, God didn't put together. Me, my marriage, God didn't put together.
So you are talking about your personal one, your personal.
Nobody's marriage was put together by God.
God doesn't put marriage together.
He has never put any marriage together. So stop fooling. That is the reason why obi ti awade bi ho. Na adwen mu po. De woni tim. De oke nyina ne se, esan se yesi awade gya yenye. Esan se yesi ugya awade e be sere wonti. Esan so beka wasem wonti no, ote ho. Ade ni nkoye kura, ote ho. Obi a ene ya boni tuo, obi a di sika jam no, obi a di dua boni tim no. Enye se wawu na afra ni bisa na nka. Obema obakosem se de yesi da.
O sanso yesofo.
Enye se me sanso me yesofo. I'm gazetted Reverend Minister.
Adam ni Eve awade no. Who put that marriage together?
And then Yankupon came, what did he say? He came back to the book of Proverbs in the middle of the Bible and said, he who finds a wife, he stopped giving wives a long time.
He who finds.
Yes, so God has stopped giving wives. Me, my wife was not given to me by God. If God gave me a wife, like by this time my marriage is collapsed a long time because the first marriage God contracted collapsed. What did I say? The first marriage that Yankupon Kasa share, they go here. I think Yankupon share already begu. How much more is it for?
This is Angel 102.
So our mentality, any social state na ya no, ye forcing Crawford to be at a place because ye dream say men ko our but it is not true. Ye wanyama mienu so bia ehwe say beba. There are two things every married person should expect: cheating and divorce. If you are not married, you can't cheat. If you are not married, you can't divorce. So you should expect these two things, and when they happen, they are normal. They are normal. Ekabe.
They oba ko school.
Debe kabe.
What's it?
Odi oba go school. Debe nana ya.
What the oba ko school?
Beme bia we invest so ba en go school. O go school as what? Who share say philanthropist? Anani mama ne wofa, anani papa. Why are you paying the fees of a woman?
So what in the chempla?
Jimmy, you are a very stupid man to spend money on anybody you are not married to. Unim nyansa. So what is the basis of your anger? No, what? So you are not normal because who shall as who?
Well, treat taxes are
no, so who shall as who? Ye kai IPS.
As an emperor.
Who kai IPS?
IPS.
Taxi driver. So in effect, our wrongful thought of investment is the reason for this spousal killing. We feel ownership. That's a problem, and we make people feel ownership. Yawo adwimu yade in different segments. Utiwe ejuma aye won say wo de onsa benkum epia console no wo the right e direct way. The brain you are using to control this left hand is the right brain. Normally no make say your right brain should control your right hand, yes sir. But your left brain controls the right hand. And the right brain controls the left hand. Ask God why. So imagine when all of a sudden your right brain is controlling your right hand, what happened to you? So it will be a friend temporary insanity. Abrabo ayebono ya feeding ya with so many lies. Ya didn't throw ebi na na ya kan me hwa na ko school. Oni obi obehwe no na me hwa me bisa say why na ehwe obi akọ school aware no. Oba bi ahwe bemma bi ohwe ekọ school bia no. Oware waware ni ye da. You become a slave because there's nothing there to prove. Samson na yeda mo say unya ho na unya wa wo shop. Now ton wa pizza. Bema ware wa umbu kwasia. I mean, stop those lies. A woman doesn't need any trade to be married. Oba, the oba here ma wade enufo ne eto an ho ofe asa. So when you don't have a job, you are not educated, the only thing you need as an entry requirement for marriage is beauty.
Asa.
Eni was asa. Obi obeka asa
oba ho nya fa ware.
No ba ho na ba ho ye fa. Be me bi ware. Be ma ware oba no ho ye fa bi abre. Obre. It's part of the anger here can. So the reason for
Counsellor, one side be minimum adwene say beauty they say lies in the eye of the beholder.
It is not true. True beauty is a public provocation.
In the same way.
Congratulations in your definition, but may catch yourself. True beauty is a public provocation. When somebody is beautiful, when she passes, everybody comments.
What is a true beauty? True beauty in the body.
You don't know true beauty. Maybe you can say beauty is inward. Beauty is never inward. It's outward. So the way you see the code, it's a young couple. No shack.
That's a bad one time. That's all right.
Feed Rachel. Any Leah. Yes, it now Jacob go who Rachel will hot. abonteno na ni gino sanse no ho ofe na Leah e wo fie ne ho otan enti oyo panyin na ho otan ti wo mpie enti Jacob koye no ene ade ne ma oba na ne ho otan na wo fie no. So one of the entry requirements in a beauty, but make us ebufuo is the cause of all that we are going through, and a wrongful investment with no thought. Sad temporary insanity ya mesi a software dinsi form penny for ni amasa adi ekoso no. The man who feel the sense of entitlement say warrior is forever. You can't divorce, which is a lie.
But that has been our tradition.
So it's a lie.
That no tete no. That's how you worry.
And I'm saying it is a lie. And tete not the ekoso say na ekoso. You know why you're hearing all these things? Because those days, special cases was going on. 1985, 1982, 1981, 79. There were cases of spousal killing.
Yes, recent times, you record these incidents. Ghana has as reported through the media. Where a screen is to say there are some cases and weapons used. March 12th.
March 1st, 2021.
Exactly.
When in Teshi, man kills wife with gun.
Yes.
June 20th, 2022.
Yes.
Ewo Ahimbronum, Ashanti region. Man kills wife with knife. Ghana Statistical Service in 2014 reveals 600,000 marriages in Ghana
collapsed.
49 husbands and wives killed by spouses in 15 months. And we are January 2021 to March 30th, 2022.
Yeah.
Edinkra report 1990 to 2005. 60
substantiated
incidents in which husbands had murdered their wives. Increasing spousal murders cases in Bono Warring. Bono Regional Minister, Madame Justina Banahene and Educhuga. September 2020, Pastor Sylvester Ofori kills wife when the deceased confronted the accused over flirting with church members. December 2013, kills wife for infidelity. And no one tries some cropping because December no incumunipa. Causes or say 23% alleged women infidelity. And no problem.
25% no 11% alleged unspecified dispute. There's an sembia esi omuntem na yehu ade cropping na esi omuntem
no ta pembebre ni ya na enem nkobo
we
ne dem paso gro ne de but ontumi nkoka
we afi 2.4% ne alleged men infidelity mema yenim dada say wonumu efa ma ewo wonumu awade echire sanso na 2.4 disputes over money sikasem bema be yoba se fesika bra yenkotwa de yenkotwa school fees yenkotwa we sikasem adifu aba 2.8 denied sex and at 9.5 accounted
unknown causes
to unknown causes.
Kwabena, you read a story before.
Yes.
Nipa ni churo story no. Ye nyina say wa catch the entia ofifi ho and we felt bad for her.
Yeah.
What was the reason for the dispute? What kind of story now? A request for sex from the man
was denied.
The only reason why a man marries a woman is sex. There's nothing they give us. The only reason why a man will say I'm married to Nanaya is sex.
It's purely because of sex?
There's nothing again a woman brings on table apart from sex.
Now wait.
You see, when we understand some of the things, sa ebufua emaye kuye hono ebema ya abafom. And I'm gonna say, just a sitting 1 hour, 20 minutes, whatever, will not solve it. It should be a gradual process for discussing. And the other say, yeah, because in the first thing, empema grunting and worrying anaya. Na edu bebia ne ho benya mfaso amame na. O si there be.
And o yare anti.
What just here? O si there. Yes, o yare amiti was so yare, but there's a way to talk people out of sex. And empema grown when the two of us have the same mind to have sex. Empema grown when the two of us have agreed consensual sexual intercourse, it makes it legal.
Yeah.
However, when it comes to mood for sex, you hear the two of us to be consent.
Have the same mood.
No. One person must always not be in the mood, and one person must create the mood.
Yeah.
It's in the first place. Nana ya any mood no. Only mood no.
Now,
I need to create. That is why foreplay is part of it.
Yeah.
So I need to create it. But I'm not in a mood. Me person in bed. Obi ebuefu enti no sex. So shed your ear no see your car say no sex enti no. Odi nechi be strangle no.
Our kitchen.
Because of sex. And Obama can say they are na munye film because women don't use blood. They use nerves. Yes. So they use nerves and I mean they've not erected before, so they don't have the mentality of erection. Like I say, bema bia or bema no or ego.
Yes, we erect you.
My erection is as a result of a nerve on your clit. And it's below the belt.
That's arousal.
Yeah. Below the they can say rushing blood into the spongy tissue.
Yeah, and that's what behind the method by erecting.
Yes, you erecting. Erection I can do. Oh,
man, can't do a mess. What's erecting? Yes, you erecting.
Your level of
erect.
No, your level of erection. Your level of erection is as according to our stimulation. We cannot compare our erection to what Mamukura. Every man's male organ has a cap. And that is a sign of the ego of every male. The word ego of every male. The cap that stops. But at the same time carries the sweetness. All that I'm trying to say is that the human body now or no air creative crime no. Or what dream be a ye manage ye more hin ye kwaya ye mental evaluation before marriage. Nobody does it. Nobody does mental evaluation to know a level of temporal insanity. Your temporal insanity.
In life, I believe there is a thin line between sanity and insanity. And we crisscross here and there at any time without.
That is why I just gave you the example. Say, if your left brain is controlling your right hand, and your right brain is controlling your left hand, when your left brain begins to control the left hand, what will happen? So, as for insanity, eba, all of a sudden, eba.
Yeah.
But how to put it in the right perspective? Stories are kind of say it is because somebody missed how to manage their anger because of thoughts, because of feelings, and because of actions. Assembly obet makachi obi nipa nebu phone or bear reaction. Assembly to me see ebina jaka say omo ye ma wade agina eti ye adwene obi adwene said this marriage I'm in, I know said this guy doesn't love me. But I've gone to this man, he has given me something, so he has to love me by force. So the mentality or the way I didn't say, or brumio, or tiamio, Mima koji bibi say George Domi. Eti me ye de besi bia se na be ya mingumi when masi engudin sin any masi. I know be akwa sorry bi. Ama ya shen kombia man konshe no jina so e dia ware. But the woman say nipa na edinsini ni software ni prophet na ye bon pa am say na ya your ba pa no ye nim no.
Yeah.
Me kase de bi asesa me yire ene ma me ye ba ko so we ware me a ya wade begu e say ma me nim me.
Enya yire mom na nim.
Me ma me nim me. My mother no. You see.
Okay, finish.
Me mama.
Go ahead.
Me ti way. Me mama onim say me bufu a the way I react.
Okay.
Onim say comedy ma dia me ye.
How
it's just me nkwala what it me tie me nkwala bremo.
When you do baby.
This is our problem.
And person we say
this is our problem.
Person we say statement no.
O comedy mo fie me wale ye no. Me ba na aduane nya ready a. Me ni nkwa say mbofu say enyim na mbo akohoma.
When you chop money.
The obo akohoma no ona ne butumi fu. Eya ready am mbofu kura ma edin.
O twen.
Enti ma me ti wose ne bumfu da. O comedy ne kura o te wodin da bi. But baby am abo akohoma no.
No akwa aba no.
As the breadwinner, when food is not available, it's my wife who knows my reaction. And when you ask my mother, she would not tell you anything. So she'll help you to marry
But
me.
why can't you treat it the same way as you treat your mother?
So anytime anybody tells you treat your wife like your mother, the person is mad.
Hold on.
And that is where the anger is. Come on, Mibo.
Oh, Matthias.
Melandia no.
Lande.
Yebufu ne say, obedi ne maame kasa say obani ti say, me bani do ante sa. George, onya sada kwabna. Onya sada. Ontia woda. Onu posu onku ankokopu a. Ontumi twa akokọ mene. But the time my mother knew me, I didn't have a wife.
Yeah.
When I'm erected, my mother doesn't know how it is.
Yes.
My mother has has never had sex with me before. Number 2, I am not marrying my mother. So the method by which my father married my mother, it can be practiced in my house. Yeah, boxing Crawford so much that they are angry because they are practicing somebody's life.
Living their life.
They are to me and tenacity. And the third part is faithfulness.
But hold on. My member among for reactions kakra Angel 102.9 FM openia with you Counsellor Lutterodt. And then no a twin komo e de afa nyo no kwa ene nana mosi enso so e wa se twin komo e de afa nansentem yinma kunkum ne emplan ma kunkum ne ade ene adwendwen den ne den ene kofa sa asem no eba nana ya esi afram osi these are the kind of programs we need on our electronic media, not politics. In fact, the youth must be educated so much in discipline and lawlessness these days. Nia Ediho Jennifer Atta go maniko so kramame Jennifer de no. I say, Massa, don't sit down there and defend men. These days, both men and women are the same worst people in today's marriages. Or Twaswa. I say, me, what I think this serial killing will stop is to know thyself and gain your consciousness, and you will treat your spouse like yourself. Or to also, Counsellor, I think, thank you for speaking the hard truth. Why? Ni Cadman, as a Counsellor, you do all. Tell them God never gives wife. Flyer, Cozy, Gabricos, or say, Counsellor, speak or Counsellor, speak or very true talk. When so Lamusa combat Philip. This man of God is saying nothing good at all. I pity him. Honest reaction. I don't know. Now I see a film. It's an interesting program. Last one now for Yanko nim. We say 100% true Counsellor. Ghanaians. Boy, we are okay. Yafa and so ensure. But never been say yeah call a short commercial break. Aba just 5 minutes or less.
Bi ewo ho obedi machia kofie.
Sir.
Oh yes. Sesi ya ode achinye na mepese camera sisi so.
Aha, we dey ye ndi se achinye no. Ama for yem nkwa na wa ha se.
Se what ya se. Ni enti a mekasa asem no ne se. Enye se bia oba no odo ana se bibi hunti. But kasa bi ni nsem bi omo atietie no. Aye se enye aye te se obi a ahiawo na oni adofo na wa benya sika na nipa aben omo di watem papa omo pese omo kire wo se ohun hia na osika no nti na omo ba
na nanti ya no ya nti na omo bo etu okun yen
o nye mo ano ya
na japade amo wa ya penti
mu adi ankasa ne
na mema
na no me kwa cry inside na omo group ka aware ho asem e wo station bi na me ka kire omo se ukunu eye mfomso a ye moyensa ndi na chi o ne mum ye ka asema be ma no hu se waye jimisem utie na me ka kire no but oba no ba ko ka kire se an me de o kan ba ko me so me ka ba ko de sia me de besi me se o de besi akwa kire e na o se anya japade o ma ye nyina no be ma no pe on kafe o mechem me se sa ene me nware biom min na nware biom
bese na enye wo yire na e kasa asem e fufuro na e kasa asem
ma men ka asem nkire ye se kwasia na se
ye de ono enye me
se what ase di me atwam kura nti me de sa asem no menka enye no nti no ehun
This is Angel. Yes, Hona Kameso, we are Bema. Bema, Nema Bema, you said Bema, I Bema. Now one Casabe who say we are Bema. Can say Wada, Asode, Anopa. And yet they are saying, never to meet Jenna, so no one say Ampa, Bema, my sorry, Adiachi. And now one so I never to see with him. Moja dear for Mema and I cancel, Mema, yet the Moja Naya Dumon. Moja should do more for Sania. I said, who sent nearby baby, can ubemem. Into a band is another one wadi, a wadi who here. Now Bema saw the obey day.
Ajinia one winning quachiri. ɛna obe ma ta sorry
ana
o ma men ka sem bi nkyerɛ o
profo bi ofia be ma
This
rough
is
rough
Angel 102.9.
abrabɔ nsi n'ani so bebree me ma wo mienu ma de ato metirim sɛ me mma bia obeduru 20 years bia ɛsɛ sɛ 2 billion da wa council mu ɛsɛ sɛ me bia adwuma na bɛtoa so nya fe na oba bɛbrɛ nti me ndwene makomu nti no me nim ne ameka jai no koto ba bi kura
wo ba na de 2 billion etu na account no ohun account na ohonom na meka bibia sɛ ne be ma be sɔre
ne be ma nsɔre
ma be do ne kon
efiri sɛ ne obetete wo
obi
ma
su sika no e de akɔfa ma
ma me kwa me nka asɛm
Kasa.
me amete hɔ me yɛ kɔnfoɔ oba bia ne wiase we mu a me se me pa obɛka sɛ wɔmpene one sɛ yɛ sika metimi ayɛ bi sɛ wonte aseɛ na ɛsɛ sɛ me de fa sunsum mu a metimi ayɛw wate ne ampɛ sɛ me kyerɛ ahoɔfɛ so a me ho ɛfɛ
na ne ampa
menhyɛ mpaboa yɛ 200 ayɛ 1 cedi mpaboa wote mase pa ɛna ndɛm maa no so ayɛ sɛm nko a ɔda patadɛm na so okita iPhone na yɛ 120 million wote ne ameka kyerɛ ɛno ti ameka sɛ sister be ma wonnim nyansa ɛna bɛyɛ saa nema no mebisa wo sɛ woyɛ adwuma deɛ wosi daabi mese hɛ maame mpa adwuma bi mma wo yo na mebisa panti sika wɔ me hɔ wotie ne ameka no ɛno nti na mema no a ɔmo aba ndɛ no me nka nsɛm bebe but mema no a ɔmo aba ndɛ no sɛ osi fie ma osisi a na ɔne ne gya obɛku but ye bi no mu sɛ no yes enye no na ma ɔmo kunkum mu no ɛno a wana wosi wade ade ɛyɛ me ya wɔ wiase no sɛ tina wo baabi ma menka asɛm nkyerɛ woyɛ abranteɛ na wopɛ sɛ wobɔ bra agye sɛ abrabɔ ni wani so ɛma asɛm deɛ a fa wasɛm ba abrabɔ si wani so na bibi wo wadwene mu sɛ wobɛyɛ a akoma wei yifiri obam ni o ma bo bra duru mpempenso obi no oba no na opese oba no na omu se oba ben no bai onu nia daje ewo na dwinim nipa bia nim da age ne wo mbo bra enennim ne amekan
ne ne on pese obo bra
tama sebi me ho kyere me no me da pa ba menya kakra no mmere bi no 2015 mu ho me dana nchance no ye grind na ma frɛ body guys no say sorry kokohwa nim wo de na ye say o se o ye mfrɛ ma but tamwa na kakra bi ani ho no me da opia but na chance no so na wo so se wa
This is Angel 102.9.
amama koma no akodi
enti e men kom
oh me de mad
enti mema egu
nana
yere no
me
mu ne afaye
me kana nanom a me de me nsa ka omo se me opia be da me nchen 15 years bam
onhe
me ko
This
Counsellor
is
Abraham.
Angel 102.9.
I say you were just best of 5 minutes to go or 10 minutes to go back.
Say make a visit. I say enkomo no so huge and bulky say
Yeah.
say you see a final solution to what is going on. We SABI segmenting it, taking a time one after the other.
Exactly.
This will be an introduction to the conversation so
Thank
that
you.
we can have proper time to do. But yeah, who say Ghana ye tin your awadia miensa, your Mohammedan marriage, your customary marriage, and your civil marriage, you need church marriage. So don't be deceived. There's nothing called church marriage.
Okay.
So for be in Jawadia. It may me shida awadia so you could go away na yam frame. I am licensed, gazetted, registered to bless marriages. So the judge be a year or AMA, KMA, TMA, and one of me. But the only thing they say, the premises is different. And you see what the Lord has put together.
Let no man or
Put
no
aside.
one.
Thank you. But what the law has put together, a judge can put asunder.
yeah
That's right.
And because the church doesn't have marriage, then it is no more what the Lord has put together, but what the law has put together, a judge can put asunder. So don't hold on to marriage for the rest of your life. Nana Kano was it counselors and a course most of the things. From where he's going to, maybe on visit a counselor bida. Because I want visit counselor per year. And probably the share because your counselor there, who do I con who go away? Now most of them are confessing that what I told them, if they could have listened, they could have not married.
Those who have cancelled before.
And not even counseling. In mere conversation. Majority of Muamaka say, none of them have worked on my counseling table before. But we've had a chat. Okay. And Anaya could be a witness. Okay. There are issues I told her that she took it lightly even on set. When she felt it, she realized I'm a human being, not a dog. And
this is Angel.
It's a brabona yebono. Yenye obi any wo betimi achira how to marry. There's nobody. There are no red flags before marriage. Eyentro. Obi ka say I'll show you red flags before my yobwa. You only see red flags in marriage because they won't worry ya. You can't do what married people do. Sex in marriage is butter sex. B-U-T-T-E-R. Sex before marriage is B-E-T-T-E-R. It's better and butter. So you can have sex butter. We enjoy nice better sex before marriage. Once you marry, it migrates to a butter. So the mentality for a single person cannot be compared to the married. And it's so be worried. No until what they are saying. Now make us say the third reason why spousal killing is because your faithfulness. Faithfulness, truthfulness and faithfulness. What's the difference? Faithfulness. And my wife and I are, and embodied me through Mohoso on farm a chida, on it be under that. Min kwan on 28 years. So she holds it against me. So we didn't make no cry. Min kind of crunch say a body faithfulness wa wadi mo. Ana empranchi mo. You are not faithful for me. Be faithful for yourself. That's the problem. One of the reasons why people want to kill each other is because I've been faithful for you. No, be faithful for yourself. When I travel to America and you decide not to sleep with anybody, don't do it because of me. Do it because of yourself. Because cheating is a personal decision. But once you believe, say, I mean tea, and I want to then you want to hold me to behave like you, but I can't behave like you.
And I watch him into me be the chiaka.
It can't work that way. Who share when on my statistics now? People see because of cheating, because I suspected. My brother, Makanda, who got to be the Ireda, Ewa Demo, Ubura Denuma is indecent exposure to them now. Because I mean, she's not screaming. She's not screaming. She's not screaming. Is she screaming? No. So you are disturbing. So you are disturbing a very decent business. You are going to cause a man to lose erection. Mind you, a thief comes through the window.
Yeah.
A person who has been granted audience comes through the door. Your door is not broken. Your windows are not broken. Somebody permitted a man to come and have sexual intercourse. What is your locus in going to disturb them? My wife. No, be very careful. She granted it.
Yeah.
And to be a the right to walk away from marriage. Conversation. Marriage is not forever. From biblical point of view, traditional point of view, legal point of view, everybody can walk out of marriage
at any time.
So why do you kill somebody? Why do you distress somebody? Any other too much. Any other Jimmy. A son said, won't say the woman as here. So just won't say the Akosuna and Crawford F for Swatnemu. Who friend one and you baba can you do? Me say story now can you know. Obey passionate for the woman. But I don't see passionate in this woman. Who caused it? I want to have sex with you. And you want to fight me that no sex? I mean, the man is not normal. He's requesting for sex. But you're living with an abnormal person. And the trauma, this was not the first time such a thing happened.
Yeah. And you see, she rarely says married. And marriage gives an irrevocable consent for sex. The act of marriage.
When you are not well.
Unfortunately, marriage doesn't.
You can also not feel like it. So if you don't create it, the person will not feel like having sex.
But the two of you cannot feel like it
because
at the same time.
And
then I cancel
So if you say so when you say that marriage gives an irrevocable reason for sex, it's not true.
Consent.
It's not true. Even a legal tenant, that's not true, because the person must be sane to have sex with you.
Yes.
So if reasons given are okay with me not to have sex, there are women that are looking for sex and husbands are not giving and they have nothing to do.
Yes. How about that too?
Counsellor.
What I say? A lot. And because they don't have the power.
Counsellor say.
And baby pem say any omo da bomunya. Yeah, ma won.
Mo so aware.
Hwe. Encrophobia worry encrophobia because of their basic schedule mpo no onya ne pone ne nda. So what I say?
Is that one a crime?
What it could be a crime why you're thinking about it. Yeah, it is what and I'm gonna say, yeah, din komo here, temporary insanity. Reason why people are doing all that they are doing that they can't manage their anger is a bigger conversation. Say there are simple basic things are jina so ka say jina so na ware me fia wade num ukufia wade num kwa watomra nyankopon ebekun ubekọ bu nsam jemu na wagu abusu anim ase na waye say enti na obi tim no, and because of that no edin tokwa akese aba. I want everybody to learn say this marriage ministry is not forever. Number 2, nobody can help you marry the person you don't know. You can't marry your wife like your husband did. Enti no kura woman say, Obi how? Your right to divorce is your right. Your right to divorce is your right. But remember, a third party who has a very uncount decision making, they give you fair judgment than Obia or Ben. Etina me wari nana ya ni kwan se okobo me maame amane ese ma ye ni bibia se me ye ni bibia ni potumi bo na mane ye ono ne maame because me maame ene me maame mu na etimi hia me ma ase bema my father-in-law, he can never call me for a meeting because I will disrespect him. He doesn't have any advice for me. All the advice he has is for the daughter. So father-in-law cannot call me. My mother too cannot call my wife, but my father-in-law and my mother, they can meet. So resolving conflict should not be between son-in-law. No. It's part of the reason why these things are going on. Finally, obaby a home affair. Kai say mema ne bepel. Na mema pe wonso a kai say oba no home affair ni to yase webusuam. Oba hia estates to become what it is. Bema ne hia. Enti nana ka say ne baby adi 20 or money 2 billion. Me hope say ne money and mema. It's oba bad there. Woman 2 billion. Unya hwe. Unya hwe. Oba bema na body dwe 3 a ene ehia. So I provoke everyone who has a son, force them to become something. Don't concentrate on your daughters. It doesn't mean they're not important. Make men rich. A rich man doesn't kill. A rich man doesn't fight. Poverty is the 5th thing that will cause somebody to choose somebody. Kumasi papa 5,000. Yeah, the 5,000 will be Ediko Didi. I'm just, if that's what he said in court, we want to base on that.
Using what he said.
Yes, using what he said. What is 5,000? How much dollars is that? Yeah, maybe $5,000 just for a night with having sex. So yeah, basi about having sex and a phone call be free and another hoba and you say sorry for the inconvenience. Yeah, man, $5,000 for inconvenience.
Convenience.
So now I say convenience. They are here, man. Now I'm 5,000. Hey, Jimmy, 0277.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
609. 644. I'm fully responsible for my comments and my statements.
Yeah.
And whatever you don't understand,
you
come to me on 0277. Write it slowly.
Yeah.
6